Hello guys, thank you for chance given to me. I am Maria Angel Nazlaha. So I will explain about what is teaching writing and the method of teaching writing. So the first is about what is teaching writing. Teaching writing is the process of interaction between students and a teachers in the classroom that results in written production. Writing stands as an act of interaction that presents in a written form and it could be read by a reader. And next, about the teaching writing methods. The first methods in teaching writings. In the past, people tended to view someone as illiterate if they could manipulate a set of discrete, value free technical skills, which include decoding and encoding meanings, manipulating writing tools, perceiving shape, sounds, correspondence, and etc., which are acquired through formal education. And the second method is handwriting. Handwriting is a personal issue. Students should not all be expected to use exactly the same style. Despite copying exercise like the ones above, nevertheless, badly formed letters may influence the reader against the writer, something which is undesirable, whether the work is the product of some creative task or more seriously, work that is going to be assessed in a test or exam. We should therefore encourage students with problematic handwriting to improve. And the third, spelling. Although incorrect spelling does not often prevent the understanding of a writer's message, it can adversely affect the reader's opinion. All too often, bad spelling is perceived as a lack of education or care. This is not necessarily the case in emails or on social media sites, and SMS text messages have spellings and words all their own. And the fourth, layouts and punctuation. Different genres of writing are laid out differently. Business and personal letters are distinct from each other, and emails have conventions all of their own, including what to put for the subject heading and what readings and signs of are appropriate. Newspaper articles are laid out in quite specific ways, but differently in their prints and online. Various or different newspapers have their own layout conventions. And the fifth is the text construction. One of the things they will do is to track the sequence of arguments and ideas defined there, but they also need to understand how cohesion works and how to deploy cohesive device. These involve understanding how we build up lexical chains in a text by using the same words, relate words and synonym, and etc. How we substitute pronouns and phrase for things already mentioned, and how we build tense agreements.
Continue from creative writing. Writing as a collaboration activity, although many people in their personal lives write on their own, whether at home or at work. In language learning, teachers and students can take advantage of interaction with others to make a writing a cooperative activity with great benefit to all those involved. The next about building the writing habit. Building the writing habit can be done with a range of activities. One way of making our students feel comfortable about writing is to build writing fluency into our lessons by asking them to write as much as they can at a moment's notice and for given lengths of time. Such quick write activities help to make writing a normal part of classroom activity, but also for many students improve their writing range and speed.
Well, everyone, I'll continue to read the approaches in teaching writing. The first one is process and product. The process to our students and encouraging them to plan, draft, redraft, replan, and etc. In longer pieces of writing, the writing process is at least as important as the product. And even in exam writing task, the student's ability to plan and later read back through what they have written in order to make any necessary corrections is extremely important. The second is about genre. Writers frequently construct their writing so that people within that discourse community will instantly understand what kind of writing it is. We know what an advertisement is when we see it. We recognize poetry formats and we know what a formal letter should look like. Genre represents the norms of different kind of writing. And the third one is creative writing. The term creative writing suggests imaginative tasks such as writing poetry, stories, and plays. Such activities have a number of features to recommend them. Chief among these that the end result is often felt to be some kind of achievement. Students frequently take great pride in what they have done, which is sometimes not so apparent in less creative writing activity.
Well, guys, now I want to explain about the current issue in the teaching writing skill. The first, lack of the vocabulary. It means that students are difficult in the writing due to their limitedness in the vocabulary. The second, poor grammar in the writing something. The write must good in the grammar to the produce the good text or the writing. But the issue here the students are the poor in the grammar. Therefore, they have difficulties in the writing. And the third, poor spelling. The way we spelling something also affect or the writing skill. We will never produce something if we don't know how to spell something. And the last, student readiness and the loss of the exposure to books and the reading material. Mostly, students have difficulties in the export their idea because of a lack of idea. This happens because they don't read a lot.